As spoken about many times on this channel, it's quite amazing to me how Elon Musk starts using a bunch of talking points past couple years or whatever, and now all of a sudden he's a conservative. He's best friend with Trump. I mean, he's being accused of being the president even by the left, this and that. Um, he's basically in the government now, right? He wants to use his AI to run government. It's exactly what the New World Order wants. People think because it's not the babbling buffoon Joe Biden or communist Kamala Harris, and that there's people saying that a man is a man, and a man shouldn't be in the woman's bathroom, and children shouldn't be choosing their gender, and cross dressers shouldn't be reading to children, and all these things. Like, people who are just making sense uh, are making sense to people out here who are think normally in their head. They don't, like, you gotta understand, the average person out here is very ignorant and doesn't understand truth. But the average person, I would say, is a good person. Um, Meaning that they have some sense of morality. They might not know exactly what it is, but people could feel. They have this deep gut feeling of what is moral and what isn't. And these people are just tickling the ears, right? Like Elon Musk. That's all he's been doing, really, since before elections, too. He starts tickling the ears of the simple minded person, of the right wing leaning person, of the conservatives. And now he's in the government, right? And what I was saying before is this is part of the plan. This is just because it's not the Democrats doing it. People think that this is for freedom. This is for the people. This is no different than Biden or Kamala Harris or whoever, Barack Hussein Obama doing it. It's just being marketed and packaged and delivered to you differently because this is coming from more of a nationalist standpoint, right? Of America, freedom, let's take over the world. No one's gonna be better than us. Yeah, yeah, America, masculinity, strong army. Yeah. So because it's being marketed like that, the the simple minded person, the person who thinks a little bit more, has more conservative values, let's say, falls for these things and trusts because they trust Donald Trump, they trust Elon Musk. And it's just so amazing to me because have we not learned anything from history that the rich, the plutocracies, politicians in general are never for the people? I mean, when in history are they for the people? And this is where the really big cognitive dissonance comes in, is where people just don't want to acknowledge the truth. We could see something is deeply wrong here. Um, this is not, this all this AI, this Elon Musk, this whole back and forth crazy stuff with the politics, this fake assassination that happened in Trump. I mean, there's so much weird, crazy stuff going on day in and day out. It's very hard to keep up even with what's going on. And I believe what they're doing is they're just exhausting people. First of all, people, like I was saying, who think more conservative, the average minded person was so tired of the ridiculous, far left narratives that we've been hearing the past 5 years that now it's like kids on the playground. It's like the liberals were having their way. Now the conservatives want to take their toy that they didn't get their turn with because they were censored. They were told to shut up and be quiet and they had to listen. And now they want to take back their toy and they want to act like the big bad boy and point it in their face. You see, this is why I'm saying Democrats, liberals, whoever, all this political nonsense is all the same. And it's all made to divide us. That's really all my point is. And I don't know why this is so hard for people to understand. A very brief history lesson on the Federal Reserve and who runs that, and history of fiat currencies, even, like, I mean, just very brief history of the world can teach all of us that these people are no different than the people at the caliber of Adolf Hitler. Just because they're not doing anything that's physical doesn't mean that their goal isn't the same. So, I don't know, man. Again, to me, this is very simple stuff. the average person doesn't want to acknowledge it because either they can't see it or they just don't want to be quote unquote black pilled, and they don't want to just acknowledge that we have a lot of work to do. We're very far from where we need to be, and there's absolutely no politician that is going to solve this for us.